Lavisa, after going 3-0, comes back to strike out the leadoff hitter. That brings up Michael Alt. Alt played high school ball at Kimberly, goes to Lewis University in Illinois. His first year with the Max. Little different look for the Sheboygan defense. Ross Chris normally plays out in right field. He's at shortstop tonight. And Moses, who is DHing the last couple of games that we saw anyway, is out in left. Check that, he's out in right. Warner is out in left where he normally is. Tyler Brandenburg is the DH tonight for Sheboygan. Ball is hit foul down the left field side. Harry Stelt has a beat on it and makes the catch. And that brings up Sam Hawley for the Max.
Shortstop, number 6, Sam Hawley.
Hawley hitting a robust .474. Does have 10 doubles. Infield is deep for Sheboygan. And outfield is straight away. Look at Christ over at short. It looks like his entire feet are on the outfield grass. Now he takes a step in. It's really deep at short. Count is 2-1 to Hawley. Pitch is low. Our umpires tonight are Brian Ulness behind home plate and Paul Grauman on the bases. Grauman is a good one. I'm not sure if he's worked the state tournament for WIAA yet, but he's deserving. Hawley showed why he's a 400-plus hitter with a line drive to center field. That brings up Drew Johnson.
Third baseman, number 20, Drew Johnson.
Johnson is a dangerous hitter. He's got 5 doubles and 2 homers and 20 RBIs. And he's hitting .337. Good thing there are 2 outs. Beautiful night here in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. It's a little bit cloudy, but they give you that game time temperature. Bouncing ball in the hole. Lavisa trying to get over in time and does. Nice play. 4-1 on the putout at first, and that ends the top of the first for the Max. Game time temperature 78 degrees. We'll be right back.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their
I'm not usually...
I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly...
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
In my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my...
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down, get down!
There you are. You always have...
My back, my back! I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things...
Yes, things.
...are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And...
Please be quiet.
Listen. You hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
Leading off for Sheboygan is the shortstop Ross Crisp. Let me give you the lineup for Sheboygan. Chris is leading off at short. Josh Moses is playing right field and batting second. Mark Warner hitting third and left. Harry Stout, Northwood's cleanup hitter, batting fourth and playing third. Tyler Brandenburg is the DH hitting fifth. Jimmy Jurgensen bats sixth and is at first. T.D. Walker batting seventh is in center. Jake Follish hitting eighth is at second. And Shane Ryan batting ninth and catching. Suberbeer's first pitch is a strike. Jack is at first for the Max. Bayer at second. Foul ball is out of play. Johnson's at third. Hawley's at short. In the outfield, they have Alt in left, Nat in center, and Herky is in right. Chris leading the ball club in hits with 25. Bounces one to second. And it's a 4-3 putout. Next up for the A's is Josh Moses. Moses steps in hitting 324. Takes that first pitch for a ball. Moses has two doubles, a triple, and a home run. Suberbeer delivers. Ball is fouled back, makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Breaking ball is low, makes the count 3-1. Drive out to right field. Racing over and making the nice catch was Herky. Sliding as he made that grab. Moses was robbed. That brings up Mark Warner.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
Warner hitting .327. He's got a double and a triple. Does have 10 RBIs. 18 hits. Swing and a miss. Two and one. Ball is hit high towards left center field. You can hear the outfielders making the call. The left fielder took that one, Michael Alt. At the end of one complete inning of play, no score.
We are heating and cooling needs calling Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only carrier factory authorized.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier Factory authorized dealer.
Leading off the top of the second for Menasha will be their first baseman, Peyton Jack. Tomorrow night, as well as Saturday night, the A's will be on the road playing doubleheaders at Kewaskum A's tomorrow night and the Burlington Barons on Saturday night. The A's won't be back home until July 27th when they play the Kewaskum A's again. That pitch just clipped Peyton on the arm. He's going to reach on a hit by pitch. Not a good way to start off an inning. That brings up Bo Schumacher. Schumacher in limited action is hitting .313. He's only been to bat 16 times, but he does have 5 hits. Among those 5 hits is a double. Just barely ticked that one, went right into the mitt of Shane Ryan. 1-1 is the count. Jack is on first. He got hit by a pitch. Hung that breaking pitch, and Schumacher served it out into center field for a base hit.
Catcher, number 1, Eli Sevilla.
Eli Davia up next. Visa comes set at the belt. First pitch swinging. Folish coming over and makes the catch. Good range shown by Jake on that catch. And I think that would have been a fair ball. Next up for the Max is Nolan Herkey. Herkey made a nice grab out and right. Herkey swinging at the first pitch, fouls it back. Nolan is not mentioned on the stat sheet for the Max, and he's not on their roster, at least the one I'm looking at. I can't give you too much information on him. Emily's going to look. Yeah, try looking at theirs, sweetheart. I did go down the list twice before the game and couldn't find it. Fly ball out to right. Moses has to play it on a hop. Fires it in. They're going to get a force out at second base. Oh my. What an arm displayed by Josh Moses, and that costs Herkey a base hit. He now is reaching on a fielder's choice. Put out at second goes 9-6. Peyton Jack advances to third. Byer is up next. He's at second base. He's a number 9 hitter. 2 outs in the inning. We had that put out at second base, and Folish's nice catch in foul territory. There's a drive to the gap in left center field. That's going to drop for a hit. That'll score a run. Very close to getting out of the inning, but Lavisa not able to get it done. John Nat is up next. Nat was called out on strikes his first at bat. He got the count to 3-0 in his first at bat, and then Bryce Lavisa was able to work back and got the called strikeout. Two balls and no strikes. A run in for the Max. Good scoop by Shane Ryan. Pitch is called a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Kind of like deja vu all over again. Nat had the 3-0 count in the first. He had it here in the second. Bouncing ball to short. Christ has it. Over to Folish for the force out. And that ends the top of the second, but not before the Max come up with a run. After an inning and a half, Menasha leads it 1-0.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Leading off the bottom of the second for Sheboygan will be Harry Stout. First pitch to Harry is a strike. Harry steps in hitting .286. Does have 4 doubles and 13 RBIs. 0-2 pitch. I tell you, I don't miss those days when I was umpiring and having the Sheboygan fans yell at me. Didn't matter if you're a hometown kid. According to the stats I have here, Zuberbeer has only had 1 inning of work prior to tonight's game. CJ saying the A's have had trouble with Zuberbeer over the years. It's one of the reasons why he's starting. Ground ball deep in the hole to short. And an excellent play made by the Max shortstop, Sam Hawley. That brings up Tyler Brandenburg. Brandenburg has 5 hits and 18 trips, gives him a .278 batting average. Big guy. Can hit for power. Does have a couple of doubles and a home run. Tries to check his swing and peel down to first, and Grauman says nope, he went around. So the count is now 1-1. There's 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. One of the main sponsors for the A's is Culver's, and my wife and I got some sandwiches from over there tonight for supper. Awesome, baby. My wife had Emily's asking what kind. My wife had the sourdough melt. She liked it a lot. I had the butter cheeseburger. Was really good. Yeah. And then we had a coupon for a free cement mixer. And of course I got the Oreo. And that was really good too. Brandenburg goes down swinging. Brings up Jimmy Jurgensen. And then there was that Italian restaurant. Was that a Costco's? And they made those sandwiches with what kind of bread, Emily?
Focaccia.
All right. Don't forget to give them a try. Oh, this weekend? Okay, you can give us a little review. And we going to put that one on Facebook or just do it live stream? Okay, on the live stream. when you do this, would you like to hold the mic or should I hold it for you? She's going to think about that. That won't happen until next week. Jurgensen hits one out to right. And making the catch out there is Herky, and that ends the A's second inning at the end of 2 complete. Menasha on top, 1-0. Michael Alt, the left fielder, is going to lead off the third inning for Menasha. Alt hit a pop foul down the left field side, and Harry Stelt was able to range over and make the catch. Alt trying to bunt his way on. Harry was deep at third. Good idea by Alt, just couldn't get it to stay fair. See where Harry plays now, that he knows that Alt is a bunt candidate. Harry is up a little bit. Lovisa's pitch is in for a strike, makes it no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Chasing a high breaking pitch, couldn't catch up to it. It's 1 out in the third.
Shortstop, number 6, Sam Hawley.
It brings up Sam Hawley. Hawley made a nice play on Harry Stelt's ground ball. Ranged over, made the pick, and then threw a strike to first to get Harry by a step. Hawley singled his first time up back in the first. Two balls and no strikes. When I was doing my research this afternoon, looking up on the Menasha website, pop up high on the infield, Stelt coming in. Harry makes the catch. Their website had them with 18-9 record, but on the pitching statistics, they have 30 games played. So there were 2 games that they didn't have a one-loss record for. But in either case, it's a pretty good record. 18-9, 19-9, 18-10. Like I mentioned at the outset, they're a good team. Pitch is hit out to right. Moses coming in. And it's 3 up and 3 down in the third. After 2.5, Sheboygan still trails 1-0. Leading off the third inning will be the center fielder, T.D. Walker.
Leading off for the A's, the center fielder, number 22, T.D. Walker.
Don't go too far away from your computer monitor, fans, because in an inning or so we'll have our A's trivia. CJ is looking for some hints. We'll give you a hint. It has to do with some current players. CJ over there acting like he doesn't care. What? Huh? What? I can't hear you. A's trivia. That's what we were talking about. 1-1. Pitch is hammered to the gap in left center field over Hawley's head. Walker on with a single. That brings up Jake Follish.
Second baseman, number 5, Jake Follish.
A few games ago, I didn't want to say too much because Jake was really having a tough go of it. His batting average was below the Mendoza line. We'll let you guys figure that out. Emily knows. But right now he steps in. He's hitting .243. You know what the Mendoza line is, Emily? What? No. CJ, you know? If you guess he's below the Mendoza line, that means he's hitting under 200. That's one of my prides of being a Sheboygan A. I finished with a career average above the Mendoza line. Force at second is made, but they couldn't get Follish at first, so we get the out at second. Follish will be on at first. Nice play by the third sacker, Drew Johnson. Brings up Shane Ryan. There's one out. We're in the bottom of the third. Menasha on top. 1-0. Pitch is in there for a strike. throw a big thank you out to CJ for getting us up-to-date stats for the A's tonight. It's always nice to have that provide a little more information. Hey CJ, when you sent me that stuff the other day with an Excel file, that was really awesome because I could take it and move things around the way I normally would read stats. That was great. It really was. Balls hit foul in the Menasha bullpen area behind their dugout. Count is 1-2 strikes. Ross Christ on deck. Zuberbeer comes set and delivers. Pitch stays inside. Evens the count at 2-2. Line drive, base hit past the shortstop, Hawley. Polish will hold at second. Another good hit by Shane Ryan. Didn't I just say that? That brings up Ross Christ. Starting the ball game tonight, Ross was hitting .397. He grounded out to second his first time up. Excellent opportunity for him to pick up RBI number 10 and tie up the ball game. Good speed at second and Folish. Folish at second. Shane Ryan with his base hit is on at first. There's one out. Pitch is inside. Ross has also displayed a great batting eye. He's drawn 12 walks. He's second on the club to Shane Ryan in that department. Shane has 14. Ooh, I take that back. Harry Stelt has 20 to lead the team. Shane has 14. Ross has 12. That makes him third on the ball club. Polish running. Throw is out. Oh, Johnson was able to knock it down. Otherwise, it goes out to left field. That would have allowed a run to score. As it is, Polish steals second. Or pardon me, steals third. And Ryan goes to third on a, or pardon me, goes to second on a fielder's choice. He should not get credited with a stolen base as he was holding until he saw the ball get away from Johnson. Christ is out on strikes. That brings up Josh Moses, but with runners on second and third. Moses takes that first pitch for a strike. Josh hitting .324. Yeah. You're actually right there, I think. We give him an error, catcher? Well, CJ doesn't want to ever give the catcher an error. It's just like Chuck, he'd never give an infielder an error. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. Moses trying to hang in there and get a base hit. Zuberbeer comes set. Ball is lifted out to left field. And coming over and making a nice running catch was Michael Alt. He's had a couple of nice plays out there, but as it is, that ends the A's 3rd inning with no runs scored at the end of 3 complete. Menasha is still on top, 1-0. Peyton Jack is going to lead off the 4th inning for Menasha. We've had a scoring change from the last half inning. The catcher for Menasha, Eli Davia, is charged with a throwing error. The reason for that was Shane Ryan was not running on the foul steal of third, and when the ball tipped off the third baseman's glove, it was at that point that he decided he had a chance to advance and did. So Folish steals third, but Ryan moves to second on the throwing error by the catcher. And now you are up to date. Bouncing ball to Chris that's short. Straightens. And safe. Infield hit for Jack. Okay. We'll give him a hit and an error on Chris on the throw. That brings up the DH, Bo Schumacher. Schumacher singled back in the 2nd inning. Each team now with 1 error. Schumacher takes that pitch for a ball. Schumacher also went to Kimberly High School. Bouncing ball to Stelt. Could not make the play on it. And Schumacher's going to reach. Not a good inning here. Jack advances on the air. Hit on that or an error? Hit, okay. No error by Stelt. Base hit. First pitch is a strike. Visa's got himself a jam to work out of now. First and third, nobody out. Davia, the catcher, is up. He popped the second in the second. Breaking pitch touches the outside corner for a strike, makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strikeout here would be nice. That pitch is a little bit low, evens the count at 2-2. Jack is on third. Schumacher's on at first. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We've talked about this before. We all know what a pitcher's best friend is. And we could use one of those right now. It's a double play. Nolan Herkey is up. He reached on a fielder's choice. Actually, should have been a base hit to right, but Moses made a great throw to second to force out Schumacher. First pitch is a ball. You know, over the course of the games that we've been able to watch here in Sheboygan, between Moses and Warner and Christ and Walker, all 4 of those guys have really good throwing arms. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. It's number 8 hitter, Steve Reich. Infield especially deep at second and short, looking for the double play. Pitch is fouled straight back. Evens the count now, 2-2. Another strikeout would be great. Now it would take us to the number 9 hitter. Just a little bit high. Rex Beyer is on deck, the number 9 hitter. Full count now to the batter, Nolan Herkey. Runner on first moving. He's not going. Line drive up the middle. Polish has it, steps on second for 1, and the throw to first for the double play. Oh boy, Sheboygan works out of a first and third no-out jam to hold Menasha. At the end of 3.5, the Macs lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning for the A's is their number 3 hitter and left fielder, Mark Warner. Warner takes a healthy cut and misses. The ball is tapped over to second baseman. Picks and throws. Warner's out number 1 here in the 4th. Beyer on the nice play. Brings up Harry Stelt. Harry's first time up, he hit a bouncing ball in the hole that the shortstop Hawley was able to range over and pick and then throw to first for a nice play. Harry takes that first pitch for a strike. Zuberbeer has pitched a good one so far, only allowed 2 hits for the A's. Hasn't walked anybody. Does have 2 strikeouts. Ball is pounded foul. Outfield is straight away and deep for the Max. Harry with good power. Pitch gets by Davia for a ball. Makes the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. No breeze to speak of. It's very calm out there. Pitch is up high. That makes the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. We have 1 out here in the 4th. Tyler Brandenburg is on deck at the DH. Bouncing ball to third. Strong throw across is high. And bounces off the fence, stays in play. E5. Johnson made a good pickup, but didn't make a good throw. Tyler Brandenburg is next. Which is up high. Gets that ball out towards center field. Coming over and making the easy catch was Nat. That brings up the first baseman, Jimmy Jurgensen. Jurgensen started tonight hitting .286, looking for his first home run. He led the club last year in home runs with 4. Bouncing ball down the line, it's fair. Johnson picks it. That time he made a little better throw and got a little help from his first baseman, Jack, to record the putout. And at the end of 4 complete, it's still 1-0 Menasha.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meyer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Fire. Number 9 hitter, second baseman Rex Beyer is leading it off. He attends Ripon College. He's in his first year with Menasha. Went to Neenah High School. Lovisa has gotten himself into a couple of jams, but for the most part, he's pitched pretty well. He's been able to work out of those jams, except for that one run in the second. Starts this hitter off 2-0. That pitch comes in high. Well, you don't like to start the inning off with a walk and then compound matters by walking the number 9 hitter. Rudy Mahler's in the house. Ball 4. That takes us to the top of the order now with John Nat, the center fielder. Tim Moyer coming out, talk to his pitcher. Couple of players coming out of the A's dugout and going into the bullpen area. We really can't see the bullpen mound the way things are set up, but there is some rustling over there in the A's dugout. Yeah, doing the arm circles. Waving traffic through the intersection. Lavisa's staying in. He's got to contend with the leadoff hitter, John Nat. Nat is 0 for 2. Struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. We're in the top of the 5th. First pitch is a strike. Harry Stout is even with the bag at third. Jorgensen holding the runner at first. Line drive up the middle. Past Chris for a hit. Walker comes in hard. Keeps Beyer on at second base. Brings up left fielder Michael Alt. Alt is 0 for 2 batting, but his defense has been very good. He's made a couple of nice catches in left center field on the run, I might add. He tries to bunt, but bunts it foul. In the first inning, he spotted Harry Stelt back at third and tried to bunt one down the third base line. Went foul. Harry creeping up at third. Alt takes that pitch for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. Jurgensen hanging back at third. It'll be up to Bryce Lavisa to cover the first base side if there's one down that way. Bunt is foul. Sometimes you'll see a rotation where if the third baseman is going to charge on a bunt play with a man on second, the shortstop will run over and cover third. That was not the case. If Harry would have to pick the ball up, he'd have to go to first. There was no possibility of getting a man at third. Alt rips it, but foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Number 3 hitter, Sam Hawley, is on deck. Hard ball hit to Folish, over to Kirst. Relay is safe. They got the force out at second, but not the double play. Ross Christ couldn't get the throw there in time. On the play, Beyer advances to third. So runners on the corners. Visa's first pitch is a ball. Hawley, very dangerous. You mentioned his 10 doubles and 474 batting average coming in. Ball is pop foul. That average is actually up, Emily, because he's 1 for 2 tonight. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. But there's 2 runners on. Up the middle. Folish couldn't get it. It's under his glove. And another run in for the Max. Michael Alt holds on at second base. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Drew Johnson. You don't want to let Menashe get too far ahead. Zuberbeer is having a nice night on the mound for them. First pitch by Lavisa is a ball. Attendance tonight, 143. We've got a real nice crowd. Thanks to Abby Bumgarner for getting us that information. Ball is hit out to center. T.D. Walker races back and makes the catch. And Alt will advance to third on the catch, but there are 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Peyton Jack. Jack is 1 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and he scored a run. Jack having a tough go of it so far this year. He is above the Mendoza line though, hitting .219. And like I said, he's 1 for 1 tonight. Hits that ball up in the air. Walker calling and makes a sliding catch. He was calling for it all the way. He knew he could get there, and he makes a nice grab. But in the inning, Menashe scores another run. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, Menashe is on top, 2-0.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meyer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth, the center fielder, T.D. Walker. Walker singled back in the third. Lines one, base hit to left. Good start for Sheboygan. Let's see if they can keep that going now. It's going to bring up Jake Follish.
Second baseman, number 5, Jake Follish.
No wind to speak of. I mentioned that earlier, and it remains that way. They're not going to get any help on fly balls. That's Mashes. Zuberbeer comes set. Follish hits a little looper, but catch is made by the second baseman. It's the first out in the inning.
Number 27, Shane Ryan.
Hey, don't be scribbling in my book, Denny. Denny Moyer up here. We're doing a scorebook check. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Shane Ryan. He singled his last time up. Ball is in the dirt. That'll allow Warner to advance to second on that wild pitch. Are we good? Okay. We got Emily up here. She's got a really great memory. Zuberbeer comes set again. Ryan takes that pitch up high. It's 2-0. Sheboygan down 2-0. They're trying to battle back. They were able to do it against the Appleton Legends the other night. Down 3-0. Came back to win that ball game 6-3. Not quite sure the circumstances in last night's game up in Green Bay, but when I found it on the internet, it was 5-5, and they scored a couple of runs in the top of the ninth, and then had to they escaped. Let's put it that way, with a 7-6 win. Shane Ryan took that pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Makes it 2-1 strike. Crushed them 7-6. They never had a chance. Swing and a miss. CJ between innings was again making the point that Zuberbeer, for whatever reason, just seems to have the A's number. They don't ever hit him very hard, and he doesn't allow many runs. That's certainly been the case here tonight. That pitch loads the count now at 3-2. Still only one out. Ross Christ on deck. Walker taking a safe lead at second. Breaking ball in there for strike 3. That was a good pitch. Good pitch by Zuberbeer. That brings up Ross Christ. Ross is 0 for 2. He's due. Chris nails one to right. That's hit hard and deep. It one hops the wall. That's going to bring a run home. Walker scores, and Chris is in at second, sliding with a double and an RBI. All right. There was no way that the right fielder, Herky, was going to get that one. That brings up Josh Moses. Moses has flied out twice. Hit the ball hard his last time. Chris, by the way, with that hit now, has his hit total up to 26. He leads the ball club in that department. Moses fouls that one back. Moses coming into tonight's action was hitting .324. Denny says he's one of the best hitters on the team. Let's hope he can come through. Swing and a miss. Uberbeer with a good fastball. Got Moses, but Sheboygan did score a run at the end of 5 complete. It's now Menasha 2, Sheboygan 1. That happens sometimes up here. Ready to start the top of the 6th. I think it's real important here that Sheboygan shut down Menasha. Lavisa is on the mound. He's going to face Schumacher. the designated hitter first. Schumacher is 2 for 2 in the ball game. Michael McBriar pinch hitting for Schumacher. Takes the pitch inside. We're in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Real nice pitch that time by Bryce Lavisa on the outside part of the plate. Makes it 3-1. Apparently it wasn't 3-1. It must have been 2-2 because that swing and a miss was strike 3. So McBriar is down. That brings up Eli Davila. Davila is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Sheboygan got a really good pitching performance from Davis Wilson on Tuesday night. Fly ball out to right is caught. Makes it 2 outs. Brings up Nolan Herkey. In that ball game, Wilson gave up 6 hits in the first 2 innings, but he went the distance, only gave up a total of 11, 3 runs, all earned, had 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, but it was a real pick-me-up for the Sheboygan A's simply because of using so many pitchers over the 4 games with Addison. That ball is hit deep into the gap in left center field, and coasting in with a double is Nolan Herkey, the number 8 hitter. He spanked that one pretty good. That's going to bring up Rex Beyer. Hey guys, the first thing I thought of when I saw Beyer, number 23 at second base, Ryan Sandberg. He wore number 23. Speaking of professionals, Major League Baseball is going to start their season tomorrow. There's a couple games, so both be televised. And the base hit out to center field. Walker makes a short hop, strong throw to the plate, and Ryan makes the catch and the tag, and the runner is out at home. Ho! Walker knew he had a play on him, and he did. He was clearly out at the plate. And that ends the 6th inning with no runs for Menasha. And at the end of 5 1/2, they still lead it 1. Leading off the bottom of the 6th for Sheboygan is Mark Warner. And it's going to be A's trivia time. Let Warner get a pitch or two before we give you the. All right. Too early. CJ got it right away. So right away, too easy of a question. That's the last time you get a clue. Swing and a miss. Here's your question for tonight's A's trivia. Taylor Schwartz won 4 MVP pitcher awards between 2013 and 2017. Which A's pitcher won the award in 2016 to stop his string? That ball is caught out in right center field. A great running catch that time by John Nat, robbing Warner of extra bases. All right, so the question is, who broke Schwartz's streak of MVP pitcher awards? And I guess I better give you the same hint that I gave CJ. He got it right away when I gave him the hint. This pitcher is currently on the A's team. Harry Stelt is up. Now, Zuberbeer better buy Nat a soda after the game because that was one heck of a catch in deep right center field. Wow, you don't see many plays like that. Stelt just picked it, but goes right into the mitt of Davia. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out. It's just outside. Makes the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brandenburg is on deck. Pitch is low. Harry reaches again. Which current A's pitcher won the award in 2016 to break Taylor's string? It was Eric Schmitz. So, hope you guys did well with that question. It brings up Tyler Brandenburg. There's 1 out. Harry Stelt on first. A's are down 1. Zuberbeer still on the hill for the max. Breaking pitch is in for a strike. The guys up here in the press box want me to make the questions a little harder. Ooh, the one on the next live broadcast will be tougher. You guys won't get that one. When is our next home game anyway? Monday. Be tuning in on Monday for that A's trivia question. Hopefully Emily will remember that night to have me do it. Oh, that's right. We're going to have a food review by Emily on Monday night too. Yeah. This will be fun. I don't think we've ever had a food review on a live stream, have we, CJ? Oh, here comes the 50-50 girls. Remember, it's got to pass FCC regulations. Brandenburg couldn't check his swing. That's a strike. And he's gone. Strikeout. Harry Stelt still on first, but Jimmy Jurgensen is up. Jurgensen flew out to right his first trip, and Hit a bouncing ball that Drew Johnson made a nice play at third and threw him out at first. Jimmy Jurgensen swung through that Zuberbeer fastball for strike one. If Jimmy can pull it, there's a hole between first baseman and the second baseman. Jurgensen is pretty much a free swinger. I'm going to look up, see how many walks he has. He's had 60 plate appearances on the year with only 2 walks, and that's Jimmy's style. He doesn't take many pitches. He's up there swinging. A squibber down the line. Zuberbeer firing. Couldn't get him. It's an infield hit for Jurgensen. Good hustle by Eric Zuberbeer, though. Just couldn't quite make the play. That brings up T.D. Walker. Walker having a nice night. He's 2 for 2, and he scored a run. Harry's on at second. He'll have to be running like the wind if Walker can get one to the outfield. There are 2 outs, so crack of the bat, he'll be running. Ball is hit into the gap in right center field. And over and making the catch was Nat. That was actually pretty easy. The ball just hung up there a little too long. And that finishes the 6th inning with the A's not scoring at the end of 6 complete. It's 2-1 Menasha. Stick it in my face. Yeah, right. We'll find out if he's paying attention or not. John Nat will lead off the 7th inning for Menasha. He's been a star on defense tonight, especially that last half inning. Made a great running catch to rob Warner of extra bases. And then ended the inning with a nice catch off a ball hit by T.D. Walker. Nat is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Pitch is in there for a strike. Makes the count no balls and 2 strikes. Lavisa pitching a good ball game. He's given up 9 hits, but only 2 runs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 5 strikeouts for Bryce with 1 walk. Brings up the left fielder, Michael Alt. We mentioned before, Alt also had a couple of nice catches in the outfield. This could be an expensive night for Eric Zuberbier. Buying his outfielders some beverages for their good play. Can of corn out the center field. Walker makes the grab. That brings up Sam Hawley, the shortstop. Hawley does have a couple of hits. Pink Panthers in the house. Ball is tapped down the first base side. Foul. Shane Ryan picks it up, gives it to his pitcher. You know, as we've gone through the season and done these live stream broadcasts, you really get a feel for the talents of the various players on the A's team. And for a while there, they weren't playing very well. They did early in the season, had a 4-game losing streak, and CJ Skelton kept telling me, man, on paper, this is a good ball club, you know, and I said, boy, I just don't see it. But I'll tell you, this last 9-game stretch, you're starting to see what CJ was talking about. There's talent out there for Sheboygan, and they've been showing it recently. Pitches up high, makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Bryce Lavisa looking for a quick 1-2-3 7th inning so his team can get back in the dugout and hopefully score some runs. Ball is slap foul. You look at your monitor and the flag out in center field, it's just there, nothing happening. It's a very calm night. Humidity's down, so that should help a little bit. Ball is hit, pop up Folish drifting back and makes the catch for a 1-2-3 7th inning. After 6.5, Menasha still on top, 2-1. Jake Folish will lead off the 7th inning for Sheboygan. Jake is 0 for 2. The A's will not play at home until Monday when they face the Kewaskum A's. And between now and then, they have an away doubleheader tomorrow at Kewaskum. And then on Saturday, they also have a doubleheader away. That'll be at the Burlington Barons. Coming in and making the catch is the right fielder, Nolan Herkey, and Folish is out. Brings up Shane Ryan.
Catcher, number 27, Shane Ryan.
Couple of things to keep in mind for that Monday broadcast. We'll have our A's trivia. It's going to be a little harder question. Emily's going to give us a food review on Acosta's Italian Deli. And it should be a big night. The first pitch is a ball. Ball is fouled straight back. Nathan Ebersol getting that foul ball. Ross Christ is supposed to be up next on deck hitter, but apparently not. Drive to left and deep. That's going to get over the head of the... And gone! A home run for Shane Ryan. Oh, baby. Just over the Myers food sign. And we're tied. That's our number 9 hitter. Off the bat, I didn't think it was going to make it, but and Alt got a pretty good break on it, but he pulled up short of the warning track and just watched it sail out of here. First pitch to Ebersol is a ball. He's pinch hitting for Christ. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. We're all tied up on the Shane Ryan home run. That's his first of the year. Bouncing ball up the middle. Hawley over, makes a good play. 2 outs now. Coming up is Josh Moses.
Right fielder, number 7, Josh Moses.
Moses is 0 for 3. Shane Ryan has been hitting the ball a little better of late. I noticed, or I should say, he had a hit the other night against Appleton. 2 hits, actually. One of them driving in a run. He has 2 hits tonight. You might say he's streaking. Ball is hit high and deep. And making the grab out in center field is Nat. And that ends the Sheboygan half of the 7th, but not before they come up with a run on Shane Ryan's home run. And at the end of 7 complete, we're tied 2-2.
The Sheboygan A's hit the road tomorrow for a weekday doubleheader against the Boston A's. That game will be played at Carl Cuss Field in West Bend beginning at 6 p.m. Following an off day Friday, the A's will then hit the road again to Burlington for a Saturday doubleheader. Your A's will return home on Monday to face the Boston A's once again, 7:30 p.m. first pitch at Outlet Park. Hope to see you back here for more Sheboygan A's action. Too cool.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
As we enter the top of the 8th inning, Bryce Lavisa has thrown 96 pitches. He's had a good night. Only one walk, has given up 9 hits. Bryce Johnson is going to lead it off for the Max. Coming into tonight's action, Johnson was hitting .337. One thing about Menasha over the years, they've always been a real good hitting team. And back when I played anyway, they struggled with their pitching. That's not the case now. Stelt ranges over, makes the play. And Johnson, Jimmy Jurgensen not able to come down with the throw. I almost think that should be a E3. I say error is going on Jimmy Jurgensen. Should have came down with that ball. And that's going to bring up Peyton Jack. It's the second A's error tonight. That ball is hit deep to left. Warner racing back. All he can do is look up. It's a 2-run homer for Peyton Jack. And just like that, Menasha's got their 2-run lead back. Oh, man. All that work over those 7 innings to tie it back up, and just like that, Menasha's on top. This time 4-2. It's going to bring up Michael McBriar. McBriar came in to pinch hit in the 6th. Breyer attends Ashland University, played his high school ball at Oshkosh West. Lavisa delivers that pitch a little low. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Crowd pretty quiet now after that Peyton Jack home run. Now, like I was saying, Menasha always seemed to hit the ball really well, but they struggled with their pitching. That's not the case anymore. Zuberbier proving that point tonight. He's pitching a real strong ball game. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rick Bumgard in the house tonight. Bummy. Down in front, Bummy. You're getting too much airtime on the live stream. Swing and a miss. It's the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Eli Davia.
Catcher, number 1, Eli Davia.
No, I'm not. Looks like him. One hopper back to the mound. That's out number 2.
Hey, Rick! Right fielder, number 28, Nolan Murphy.
Hope you didn't hear me. Next up for the Max is Nolan Herkey. We got Rick Baumgart, Rick Brunigy. Brunigy's leaving. Bummy's coming up. I meant the other one. There he goes. See ya, Rick. He'll get it at tennis the next time I see him. Hey, Bummy, how is it? Nice. Selling any vacuum cleaners?
Not here, but probably could suck up some of the infield dirt.
You know, when you're down there talking to that fella in the maroon shirt,
Yes.
you were on the live stream big time.
How'd I look?
Emily, tell the truth.
Come on, I got cool shirt on. I'm hip tonight. Yeah. It's not the first person that said that, which is really shocking.
Really? No, you look good out there, I guess. Strike 3 called.
I'd rather be happy.
Yeah, really. We need some hitters now. At the end of 7.5 innings of play, Menasha on top, 4-2. Leading off the bottom of the 8th for Sheboygan is Mark Warner, and Sheboygan has a 2-run deficit to make up, and they only have 2 innings to do it in. Warner swings at that first pitch and pops it up. Making the catch is the first baseman, Peyton Jack. Jack hit that home run in the top of the 8th that gave Menasha the lead. That brings up the Northwoods cleanup hitter, Harry Stelt. Harry's 0 for 2 with a walk. Looking for his first base hit of the night. Tyler Brandenburg is on deck. First pitch is a strike. It's nice to have Bummy come on up and talk to us a little bit. You know, whenever I stop into Bummy's shop to have something taken care of with my vacuum cleaner, it's always a good 45 minutes to an hour visit because he can just talk your ear off. He's a really friendly guy. But he was the wrong Rick. That's Bummy. We wanted Rick. We'll give him a hard time at tennis. Oh, boy. Stell takes a pitch on the inside corner. Thought it was a ball. The umpire didn't think so. It's a called strike 3. And that's going to bring up Tyler Brandenburg.
Tyler Brandenburg.
6 strikeouts for Zuberbeer. Key thing about Eric's pitching line is he hasn't walked anyone. He's only given up 6 hits. Every doggone time. CJ, he's in a funk over there, just like the rest of the press box. Emily's looking forward to Monday and the food review. Oh boy, that pitch looked low, but umpire Ulness thought that was pretty good. Tyler Brandenburg crawls back in. He's had a tough night so far, 0 for 3. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Pitches on the inside corner for strike 3. And that ends the 8th inning after 8 complete. Menasha on top, 4-2. Give this new pitcher stuff. Now pitching for Sheboygan, Jacob Bonin. Bryce Lavisa deserved a little better tonight. He did go 8 innings, gave up 10 hits, 4 runs. 3 of them were earned. He had 1 walk and 7 strikeouts. Jacob Bonin in now. This will be Jake's 3rd appearance of the year. Got a high ERA, but hasn't had much of an opportunity to pitch. That'll bring up Rex Byer is going to be Bonin's first Josh Gates is out in right field now for Moses. First ball is hit to Ebersol at short, and he can't make the play. It'll be an E6. Bobbled it on the transfer.
Center fielder, number 13, John Nett.
Brings up John Nett. His first pitch is just a bit outside for ball one. John Nat so far in the ball game is 1 for 4. Byers on it first. Good stop by Ryan. Keep that runner on first. It's been a quick mover so far tonight. I do want to make an important announcement regarding the Sheboygan A's in just a second. Ryan's throwdown is not in time. On August 16th, the Sheboygan A's will have their Sheboygan A's golf outing, the Snipe. Begins at 10 o'clock at Town and Country. Go to the A's website to get more information. It's $80 per golfer or $300 for a foursome. If you're not good at math, it'd be $75 in. And that's off the top of my head. Just kind of knew that. If you don't want to get involved in the golf, but you'd like to come and join the group after, it's only $20 to eat. That pitch is up high for a ball. And Menasha has their first two runners on here in the ninth. That's going to bring up Michael Alt.
Fielder, number 30, Michael Alt.
So the Snipe, August 16th, 10 o'clock, Town and Country. Be there or be square. Emily might be there on the 16th giving a food review on Town and Country. And I think they have great sandwiches. Will you be 21 then? You could drink. Well, gotta wait 2 months. Hard ground ball to Jorgensen. He makes the play, but all he can do is touch first for the force out. The runners on base advance. Good play by Jimmy to keep that ball in front of him. That brings up Sam Hawley, the shortstop. Hawley is 2 for 4.
Shortstop, number 6, Sam Hawley.
Infield for Sheboygan is in. Trying to keep that run from scoring. Jacob's first pitch is inside. That pitch is in there for strike one. Fans are pretty quiet. That Peyton Jack home run really quieted the stands down. Hard to get into it now with a 2-run deficit. Sheboygan battled hard though. They got single runs in the 5th and 7th to tie it up. That second run was exciting. Shane Ryan's home run to left field. As you look at your monitor, it'd be by went over the Meyer sign out in left field. That's just to the right of the flag light pole out there. Two balls and two strikes to the hitter Hawley. Breaking ball gets through Ryan, but the runners are not going to advance. Ryan not too happy with himself, letting that ball get by him. Three balls and two strikes, runners on at second and third, only one out. Line drive caught by Folish. Ooh, that was dangerous. Now it's up to Drew Johnson. Johnson 0 for 4. He did reach on an error and scored ahead of Peyton Jack's home run. Bonin trying to work out of this jam. First pitch is just a little bit outside. Bonin's pitch again outside, 2-0. Line drive to left, drops for a hit. Run is in for Menasha. They now lead it 5-2.
First baseman number 24, Peyton Jack.
Mosquitoes up here in the booth have Emily out of her seat. Ball is fouled back by Peyton Jack. Jack is 2 for 3. A single on that home run last inning. He has a couple RBIs. He's also scored 2 runs. Scored a run in the second after he was hit by pitch. Ball is popped up. Ebersol drifting out. And just makes the catch. Bobbled it, but was able to hang on. And that ends the 9th inning, but not before Menasha scores another run. After 8.5, Menasha on top, 5-2. Where's my thumbs up? That brings up Jimmy Jurgensen to lead off the bottom of the ninth for Sheboygan. Eric Zuberbier still on the hill for the Max. He's pitched to beauty. Jimmy takes that first pitch for a ball. Ball is fouled straight back. Smart players, and I'm not saying Jimmy is not a smart player, but general rule is when you're down like the A's are, you take a strike. You know, make sure there's a line drive over the head of Johnson at third. Jurgensen makes the big turn at first and then retreats back to the bag, and Sheboygan with a good start here in the ninth. For Jimmy, that's his second straight hit. That's going to bring up T.D. Walker. Walker is 2 for 3. He scored a run. That's Sheboygan's 7th hit of the game. We got time on the infield. Moyer, I think, is going to send in a runner for Jimmy Jurgensen. He is. Jacoby Andreas into pinch run. Zuberbier comes set and delivers. Breaking ball is in for a strike. Next pitch is down low. Evens the count at 1-1 for T.D. Walker. Jake Follish is on deck. Eric Hasenstein is in the house. Pitch is up high. Good eye by T.D. Walker. Two balls and one strike. Nobody out. Ball is popped up in foul territory. Peyton Jack over and makes the catch for out number 1 in the ninth. Follish is over 3. Jake reached on a fielder's choice in the third and ended up stealing third base. And he popped to second and flew out to right. Breaking pitch by Zuberbier hangs up high for ball 1. Sheboygan will be in Kewaskum tomorrow for a doubleheader. Ball hit hard but high. Nat comes over and makes the catch in center field. And Shane Ryan, last chance for the A's.
Catcher, number 27, Shane Ryan.
Ryan takes that first pitch for a ball. Jacoby Andreas pinch running for Jurgensen remains at first base. Not stealing now. It's just a little bit outside. Swing and a miss. You know, it's that case again. Might want to take a strike. You don't need to be swinging. We need base runners right now. Ball's fouled straight back. Evens the count now at 2-2. The stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss by Shane Ryan, and that ends the ball game. The Nashville winner. For the ball game, Menasha had 5 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors. Sheboygan, 2 runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors. The winning pitcher tonight, he pitched a beauty, Eric Zuberbauer. And suffering the loss, also pitching a pretty good ball game, was Bryce Lavisa. Sheboygan's next game, like I mentioned, will be at Kewaskum tomorrow night when they play a doubleheader against them. They'll also have another doubleheader on the road on Saturday against the Burlington Barons. Their next home game and our next live stream broadcast will be on Monday, July 27th, when the A's play the Kewaskum A's again. With that, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.